Welcome to Offline Productions. My name is Chris, and I am playing video games that you've never heard of because I am awesome. Also, this is post commentary, unless you can tell, because I may or may not have forgotten to save the audio recording from Audacity. So, while I lament on my mistake, let's go ahead and go with some story progression for Witch and the Witch and the 100 Knight. Now, if you remember last episode, well, I am a 100 Knight. I'm a spirit. I am an idiot. I am an idiot. I'm gonna gain a lot of I'm gonna gain knowledge, and I'm gonna gain intelligence. But for the most part, the Witch of the Swamp, who is a grade A psychopath, as well as the butler, our friend here, we're gonna be going. We're gonna be spreading out the swamp so she can get out, and I mean, that's pretty much the gist of the game at this point. There's a lot of stuff that we're gonna find out at the end of this episode, but I want to leave it for you guys to find out as opposed to me spoiling. So here's what I know about this game. The game itself is very pretty. It plays so smooth. Like, it is very awesome. I love it. It's fun. It's cool. I love the character designs as well. The Nipponichi games have like a really cool design where the character models are simple, whether or not they be buxom or like flat-chested. Like, they are simple human designs, and then everything else is exaggerated. We have look at Metalia right here. You know, simple design. She has boobs. Yes, we understand. Her hat is 3 times the size of her. Her hair is 4 times the size of her, and you know, everything else. Our main dude, the 100 Knight, he's like a little shadow with some stuff on his arms, but the helmet and his headgear, man, I love it. And Nipponichi games have a flair for the uncanny and for the absurd, and I love it. I love it. So we go into the next area. There's not much when I'm in the game. I'm actually doing the combat section. There's really not much in the way of differentiating each other from each of the things. It is dependent on how well I can manage my weapon systems. Like, since I can hold up to 5 weapons, if I put 4 very fast weapons and 1 hammer, you know, I'll be able to do a lot of damage quickly. But you know, some enemies are weak to certain attacks, and some enemies are resistant to others. So I have to be able to have a balance. Outside of that mechanic, the combat system is a very 1-button press. So I don't have to. So it's a 1-button press combat system, and a one button that I can use to dodge and run away. But I have a stamina meter. So in essence, it is it has a similar setup. It is like a very simplified Dark Souls, where I am already overpowered compared to the enemies. So the main function of this game is the RPG element of what weapons I can find, what weapons I can build, what weapons I can use. What weapons I can use, so I can find combat to be easier for me. I can make a balance. I can go pure speed. I can go pure attack. Anyways, outside of that, the combat system is very simple. So as I go through this game, like, I create the combo. I go better. As long as I get better and better at the combo system, it helps me. It helps me only for what I can get for free at the end of the map. There's nothing really unique about me running around hitting, you know, different variety of enemies, until we run into things like the towns and the bosses, and also some unique enemy fights. So a lot of the running back and forth for future episodes, I'm not going to be showing it, just because there's not a lot of variety. Like, you could be sitting here watching 15 minutes of me running around and talking. That'd be cool, and it might happen if I'm on a very good tangent. But you know, if I'm not, I can just skip a lot of this stuff. I'll explain everything, and trust me, if it's important, you'll see it, and if it's not important, you can play the game yourself. Last I saw, this game was online for about $20. Just because it's an old game, And as I mentioned, games that go under the radar, nobody knows about. And if nobody knows about it, people want people to play the game. You should definitely play the game. It's fun. So here's going to be one of the things that we are going to come across. This is the raid and or visit option. When I come across areas with towns and humans and people, I can go into a building. If it's a regular building like a house, more often than not they'll just kick me out. If it's a shop or a merchant or something like that, I can go into the house and I can buy stuff. However, I can raid every house that I come across. And if I raid the house, you'll be privy to me coming up and destroying the shit out of whoever is inside. Now this is called the witch domination. I also get free items. Now I needed this item. I didn't know this at the time, but I needed this item for a quest to get to the boss of this fight. As I'm exploring around, I find all these stuff. So I got this item, but I can get weapons, I can get armor, I can get, you know, ABC gum, I can get, you know, consumables, I can get a variety of things. Plus, you know, it's just kind of fun to go into a house and beat the shit out of people. Now, this includes every house. Because the Nipponichi games have a tendency to have since Nipponichi have a tendency to have a new game plus and new game plus plus and new game plus plus plus, there is a very high chance that this game will also have a new game plus, and if I come back, I will be able to fight Metalia's house and destroy it at the very beginning of the game. And what happens if I take control over my master's domain? Well, I don't know, but I want to find out. It's gonna be fun. We'll be playing this game for a while at this point. So, at this point, I'm just kind of like meandering around. I'm hoping some of this stuff is useful for story progression, and then I come to find out it's kind of not. A lot of the NPCs at this point of the game don't really tell me anything. But this NPC, the only NPC who's of importance, is this lady. She tells me, "Hey, just between you and me, stranger, our elder, he's kind of got a gambling habit. He's got a gambling habit, but he also has the key to open up the fancy door that you do not know about yet." And of course, I have the key already, so I skipped through a few things. So if for those with the eagle eye or the sight beyond sight, you'll notice that because I've gone back and forth, my level back and forth to home base, my level is actually now level 4. I can only level up when I go back to base, and I gain all the experience, and again it's accumulated into my body. But also everything around me is also level 4. So I'm not going into an area. I cannot power level myself to come in at like level 4 or 6 or 18 and come back and fight these things, because they will always be level, you know, appropriate. The enemies, the houses, however, they will remain the same. This is a level 7 house. You know, I am a level 7. These enemies are now level 6 because during the time, you know, I went back and did a few things because I had like zero like energy waiting. It's a fun little mechanic, and it's kind of cool. You know, it allows me to it doesn't allow me to steamroll. Plus, all the experience I gain from new places or going back to places will be proportional, so I don't, you know, I don't have to fight for like an hour these small creatures as I'm trying to find things and not gain anything. So here is the key to the door to find Milia. Yeah. Or Milia, I forgot. The witch of the forest that we saw in the last episode, whose tree I burned. Well, Natalia burned the tree. I was just I was there. I was there, officer. I was there, officer. I didn't know what happened. It was beyond my control. Melia. We'll go with Melia. So the story behind Metalia and Melia is Metalia just she's a basic Tsunade, Tsundere. She wants to do stuff, but she's also bullheaded.
Oh well, no problem. Either way, we're gonna gut the bitch. 2 birds with 1 knife. All right, 100 Knight.
And she's got a mouth on her, man. Metalia's got a mouth on her. She's been stuck in that forest for years. Years and years and years. And she really, really hates Malia. So I went back and I saved. And of course, these are going to be 2 people we're probably going to find, see more often. You can always tell because if they have a full character model and they look fancy, Nipponichi is basically telling you, hey, that character is important for reasons.
Welcome, friend under the name of Mana. You caused quite a stir in my forest.
Yeah, I did. Now, if she will explain in a second, but this is Malia. She's the one who was wrapped in a cloak.
We met earlier, you see. Perhaps you don't recognize me without the mask. Once again,
I don't. I like your hair. I'm gonna take your staff though. The staff's mine.
I am the witch, Malia.
No, I've actually never been a fan of mages in general. Like in playing games, I can never really play a mage, whether it be a D&D or stuff. I can play them, I just don't like it. It's I don't know. It's just been something I had growing up. I never liked it.
The hell? Trying to boss me around? Who do you think you are? I'll be sure to drop by as soon as the pillar is bloomed. Oh, I know. You're...
Tisk, tisk. As I thought, without the power you derive from the swamp, I don't mind if you communicate in this fashion. Just listen to what I have. Dear little magic being, I'll prepare a drink for you.
What do you think you're doing? Your mission is to kill her! Don't get sucked into her pace! She's gonna trick you! Her soul is completely rotten.
I'll be honest, Metalia, you're kind. I would not trust you. I would trust her more than I trust you.
All right, here's some tea.
Now, that being said, I do have to question everything.
You doubt her? I didn't know magic beings had the capacity to.
Also, I didn't know I was supposed to doubt Metalia. I thought I was doubting Malia.
Hell, I tell you, we're here to claim your head. Now shut up and die, you f***ing whore! 100 Knight, rip her head off, and do your best to make sure.
Yeah, like I said, Metalia's got a mouth on her. It's yeah. It's something. I actually like her design, Metalia. She's insane, but also has the power to back it up. All right, so this is Malia, the boss fight. This is a mage, and also she can summon up. I didn't notice the first time, but I didn't know that I pulled out blood every time I attacked her. The purple is because I keep killing her little summon beings that she pulls out, which is kind of funny, but it's mixing with the purple. So this game is kind of gruesome. I forgot to read out that this game is rated M for mature for various reasons. If you were a small baby child and you do not like language, you may or may not wish to continue watching this. And also, if you are a small baby child and you do watch this, please do not mimic the language of Metalia, because she is insane. And also, I don't want to get in trouble from your parents. Not that I would. We'll just keep this between us, alright? Alright, so this is more tutorial. Again, the early stages are just going to be a lot of tutorial sections. They're going to show me new stuff. So this is the, for lack of a better term, the Super Saiyan mode for the 100 Knight. I can basically supercharge myself. However, my ability, the countdown meter that I have on my head will actually count down faster at an increased pace of 1 tick per second. So where it would be a slow drip, now it's a bit of a faucet. So if I use it and I kill the enemy, good. If I use it and I die, well, I means I've burned myself out and I am dead. So I have 99 at this point because I went back. So I'm just gonna overload the shit and just kick her ass. This allows me to break through her barriers. It allows me to break through her shields, and I was a bit headstrong. So I mean, I took some damage, but I also gained in defense, so I didn't have to worry about anything. Also, I had some like really slow hammers, and I didn't like it. So after killing and after seeing my little dude, you know, dance his dance of 1,000 dances, yeah, I think there's something to where if I do a certain thing, I will actually gain or lose things. Because I've gained here, I've gained another facet. Now the facet is in essence a class change for my knight. Right now I'm a Wonder Knight, which is a standard, you know, the standard like balance across the board. Whereas if I go into a more like a Soldier Knight, I can be more defensive and attack, but slower on speed. I am looking for like an assassination or a stealth type where I can have a lot of speed and a lot of attack and like low defenses and low HP, because I can get by on doing that. That is my style of play. If you've seen my Dark Souls, or am I gonna do Bloodborne on this channel? Probably. I love Bloodborne for the fact that there is no slow down mode. There's like stealth and fast.
Good freaking job, 100 Knight.
Okay, so I'm just gonna let this play out. I'm gonna let you listen to the rest of this. Is all voice acted. You guys have fun. I'm gonna be here sipping some Dr. Pepper. It's hilarious. I find it funny. Have fun.
Hey, 100 Knight. She's still no. Release the swamp from the pillar first. Spread the swamp mud, and I'll come there myself. Swamp mud! My world has gotten even bigger! That's it, Malia. Today ends our time together.
The pillar?
Hey, you puking slut! I had no idea you were a talentless hack who depended on the pillar's magic. Don't worry. I'll end this now.
Wait, Leah. You understand nothing. Please. Please listen to what I have to say.
No, you're going to die now. That's it.
I was never able to tell you this before, but I'm your mother.
Let gasp. Darth Vader, I mean the Force, which is my mama's.
You say you're my mother? I say so what?
Doubt me all you like.
Oh, don't misunderstand. I don't doubt you at all. What I mean is, so what if you're my mother? What boring last words. Tell that to the old hag in the afterlife. Let me remind you all that you've done to me up to now.
Leah!
Never ever call me that name. My name is Metallia!
So I keep looking at, again, talking about the Nipponichi games, like the character designs are all about absurdity. Look at her hat. Her hat is an eyeball and a mouth. I love it. It's adorable.
So sorry. It's all because of me that you...
Shut up already. What a big mouth. Allow me to break your neck and rip out your vocal cords.
Now, Natalia, she is your mom. You gotta calm down.
Special magic repelling.
Actually, I can't tell you to calm down.
That's almost.
Leah,
Don't open that bile-encrusted mouth, you vomiting whore.
no. If you're going to go on a
This
rampage
girl's insane, man.
with my own hands,
Now, when I said there was gonna be crude humor, this is what I meant. But look, rather than kill you, she's just gonna turn you into a mouse. There's nothing wrong with that.
How's that, 100 Knight? Way more amusing than ripping her corpse to pieces, huh? Oh, I know what'll make this even more fun to watch.
Oh wait, I forgot. Natalia is insane.
You like them? These horny little boy mice suit you pretty well.
Oh man. Look, I'm trying not to laugh into the mic too much because I know what's going on. Even watching this the second time is so dumb. I love it.
If you're really my mother, I want you to make me lots of little brothers and sisters. Mommy, dearest.
Oh man. It's so dumb. It's the implied absurdity of
This
this.
is my victory, Malia.
Oh man, this game. The
Back to the swamp, 100 Knights.
if I can I can look over
We'll have Arlecchino
the kind of
prepare the
crappy
best
camera
swamp
system
scenes you've ever-
for stupidity like this. Oh man. It's so dumb. Now, this is actually what confused me the fuck out. So this is the ending credit screen for the game. And I am actually, this is one of the reasons why I'm bummed that this is post commentary. Because when this happened, I was like laughing nonstop. I look up and I see this, is like, what the, wait, hold on. One, I either paid 20 bucks for a game that had 2 missions, or Nipponichi is being weird to me, and you know they're doing something. Also, Nipponichi does have a tendency to make multiple endings to games, so there could be a chance that if I had died to Malia, I would have had opened up a one ending that was different. Since I'm going through this blind, I'll probably go back later and find those endings. But for now, we'll continue with what we're doing, and we'll just skip past this, and we'll talk about that later. So there's a bit of one more thing that we have to do before we finish off the first quest, aka the first tutorial, aka the first area, and then I'm kind of more free to roam and explore and do all the other stuff and continue the story.
Ta-da! Fried white mouse on a bed of stewed wheatgrass.
White mouse, huh? What a perfect choice of meat after taking care of that
I caught this particular female mouse in the forest and fried it in kamagama oil to give it a light, crisp. Perhaps its taste is thanks to the strong pheromones, as I caught it while it was fleeing from male mice.
Yeah. Okay. So our butler.
Expect a wonderfully rejuvenating effect from this dish.
Our butler may have accidentally just killed
Oh,
Malia
I know. Your reward
and turned her
for eating
into
that damn
food.
lich is that I'll let you eat the mouse. Chew it up thoroughly
And now she is feeding me her dead mother. Metalia is insane. So insane.
Until the day your contract.
Oh, I seem to recall that you said you will nullify the... Did you not prompt?
No dice. I'm not nullifying anything yet.
Like I said, insane.
If I may, to go against a promise, being mean is fine, but don't break a promise. Words from Great Witch Urukut.
Oh, yeah? When did I promise anything? That's right, and just saying. But that whore of a forest witch? 100 Knight didn't kill her. I mean, just read the first part. Oh, there. Listen up. The 100 Knight shall remain in service until Metalia's life. And no matter the reason, this is not... Don't worry about it too much. My life's gonna end in 100 days.
So this is the first bombshell, and this is the first story sign that we know that we have about 100 days.
Be more specific.
And why we are the 100 Knight.
But until that day comes, manage to fill the world
to
with swamp mud, and I'll release you for sure.
Figure out what's going to happen and what we're going to be doing for the game.
Only 100 days left to live. Oh, poor Master Leah. This knowledge
Man, this butler.
royal heart.
This butler's, he's pretty dick. He's pretty much a dick.
But as long as I'm forced to be alive, you two will stay under my command. Work. Work hard. Turn the world into one big swamp. And
So, we now know that we have a grand total of 100 days. And also, we're gifted with this cutscene that is still confusing the shit out of me till this moment.
Mission accomplished. Target elimination confirmed.
You and your glowy beady eyes. Your glowy bastard eyes. Well, anyways, this has been fun. My name is Chris. Welcome, or thank you for watching the channel. Don't forget to hit the like. Don't forget to hit that, leave a comment and hit the subscribe button if you want to see daily content. For as long as you live. For as long as I live. Alright, guys. I'm going to see you later. Peace.